to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Hello, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And today is a crazy day. I got a great guest in the studio, but we'll get there in a second. It's the 31st of August, okay? Tomorrow's the 1st of September, well, obviously. Bow season is now in full swing. I know of 2 bull elk that were taken yesterday, one on the east side and one on the west side. Trust me, I did not sleep all that well last night. I don't get to leave for about a week and a half, but at the very least, there is a lot going on around here. And if you've ever thought about chasing pink salmon up in the Puget Sound area, and turns out like everywhere up there, you want to watch the remainder of the show. We've got Bill Herzog here in the studio. We're going to talk about chasing pink salmon up there, a number of different ways to do so, but I'll give you just a quick idea of what his favorite way to chase pink salmon up there is. It's throwing pink, believe it or not. Turns out it's been a banner year, and the fishing is fantastic as we speak, and it's going to hold out that way for a handful of weeks. So certainly relevant information for those that like to chase them up there already. And if you're like me and you get this information, you're like, why in the world am I not driving up there just to give this a shot? Pretty liberal limits on them. And from what Bill says, I have not eaten them myself, but excellent table fare, especially right now. So a fishery I don't know if we've ever talked about on GPS over nearly the last 18 years. So this is going to be a good one. Make sure you pay attention to that. And we'll all have a chance to learn something from Bill here in just a little bit. Of course, like always, we're going to have fish counts for you and river levels. We're going to check in with Peyton Major, find out what this weather heat wave is going to do coming up. Hopefully they're starting to scale it back a little bit. Summer's supposed to be over, right? I mean, September can get warm, but we'll have that insight from Peyton here in just a little bit. And for all of you that are chasing pike minnow, we're going to have your most recent numbers for that as well. And don't forget that pike minnow reward program goes through the end of September. So if you've been playing with it but not really getting too serious, you still got a month or so to go. Also, though, we want to hear from you. Call us up. It's 503-548-6777. Questions, comments, reports. We had a lot of phone calls yesterday. I think we got 3 or 4 in, and a few that we were unable to get on. So if you're out there and you want to call us up, we'd love to hear from you, so don't be shy. We'd love to hear a report from someone that's out there live. And if you are out there somewhere live, you go first, of course, but I doubt we're going to get anybody from the woods. Thank goodness, because it would screw me up the rest of the show. It's so hard knowing that others are out there, and I'm not, and I'm not yet. At the very least. But anyway, so all of you that have been sending photos in, pay attention here in just a second. Looks like we do have a call that's coming in, so we may get to that here in just a little bit. But for all of you that have been sending photos in, let's go ahead and start showing you some of those so we can get through that and maybe take Jeremy's call when we wrap that part of it up. That is a dandy first fall tanker. Yeah, that's a toad of a fish. Good sized man right there, and that's a dandy fish right there. That's a really nice Chinook. 3 more. Astoria Limits, Paul Morris sent the photo in. The reports down there have just been crazy. It's a weird weekend for us. We haven't done any live reports, but the reports would be that the fishing is nuts. The report that we got yesterday and again this morning around that Tongue Point area has been crazy. So if you're watching this on a rerun or whatever, and you're going to be down there Monday or through the week, pay attention to what is and isn't open. Of course, things change on the 1st of September. But yeah, there's a bunch of fish that should be working their way upriver. Buoy 10 opening day. Mike, congrats on that. It's a month old now, believe it or not. Crazy how fast time flies. Big Dom's first catch, also down in that Astoria area. We'll talk about more local reports in this upcoming segment. But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to. In the Columbia. Cross your fingers that things cool off a little bit. Chasing bass. Jason sent the photo in. Yeah, nothing wrong with chasing smallmouth, one of my favorite species to go after. Another nice Chinook right there. Brett sent us in. Just dandies. And there'll be some photos coming. I know that we haven't gotten to them yet. When you do send your photos over, sometimes it takes a couple of weeks for them to pop up. But there's been several of these 30-pound plus fish getting caught this year. I haven't seen one of those in longer than I can remember, but at the very least, it sounds like it's one of those bumper crop years for larger fish. Maybe when I get back from elk camp. You never know. Great day out. Spicy fishing and outdoor excursions. I have not seen that guide boat before, but pretty cool. Looks like they did it. They had a great day as well. Literally, great day out. Riley's first Chinook. Great photo. I mean, that's just a great photo. That's a wall framer, hanger, whatever you want to call it. Jordan, thanks for sending that in. Like I've told you before many times, you get a kid in the photo, you're going to get up there. There's a Willamette Springer. I know. We all know, right, exactly where that is. Rob, thanks for sending the photo in. It's the Fox 12 app. It's free. Who else has got an app? We got an app. Fox 12 app. Once you download it, you can follow along with everything with us here at Fox 12. And, of course, with Outdoor GPS, upload those photos and videos. And we show you off every Saturday and Sunday morning. Now, quickly, don't forget, it's Abby's. GPS at abby's.com. You want to win yourself a free giant pizza? And just overall, get some great food, great folks, especially if you eat it there, if you're taking it home, whatever it is. Send in that fishing or hunting photo. It's a photo contest, and you might win. And when you do, let them know that you saw it here. They'd know that because it's our contest. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Jeremy. Jeremy has got a question. Looks like, where are the elk? That's a great question. I got a great answer for you, but I'm going to let you answer the question or ask the question first. Jeremy, what's going on? Jeremy,
okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, what's your question for everyone?
I'm just curious what unit they were in, if you could be so nice to let us know. And I've got other things to chat with you about yesterday's show.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm not going to say where the elk were taken because I'm not hunting there, and I'm not going to blow up somebody else's unit. First thing I would say, on the east side, it's more of a northerly version. On the west side, it's pretty much as straight west as you can get. That's about as good as I can put it. One really nice raghorn, 5x5 on the west side, and then on the east side, it was another raghorn. I don't believe it was a full 5x5. I think it was a 4x5, but at the very least, who cares? It's a stick and string. It was a great opening day for a couple of folks. I'm sure there were others, but in the end, I just can't wait to get out to the woods. It'd be nice to see an elk when I'm out there. But you said you had another question. What's going on?
Yeah, I would just like to compliment you. I think you got a great show. I try to catch on to it. Sometimes I miss it, but I always am bummed out when I miss it. But I appreciate your show. I really love it. Have a few things about yesterday's show about the life jackets.
Sure.
New boaters need to be aware of the fact that when you are a boater operating a vessel on the water, you are to help other boaters in distress.
Yes, of course. I mean, if you're new to boating and there's an accident or some emergency happening, you do need to help out if at all possible. There's no question about that. Or maybe there is a question, but at the very least, yes. Take care of everybody else. Because someday, I've been there, where you're going to be going, help! It'd be nice if folks could come over and help out. Trust me, it's not a good feeling when you're kind of stuck in that situation. Jeremy, thanks for the phone call and the question about elk. They're out there, man. I'll give you this, though. It seemed like the reports that I got on the west side, and obviously everyone, if you're not familiar with how it's done here in Oregon now, you have to have a tag to hunt the east side. So if you've got a tag, you're hunting the east side. If you don't, you can hunt the west side. That being said, it seemed like the reports for scouting was pretty interesting from south going your way north. On the east side, didn't seem to be all that promising prior to the season starting, but that's all scouting. It's different. Things change extremely fast, especially over on the east side, which is kind of what I'm excited about here when I get up there. Anyway, all right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we've got our report segment. We're going to get through fish counts and river levels. We got a couple of giveaways there as well, and try to at least give you some insight on what's going on around here close to home, below Bonneville, because that is where I'm paying attention to this particular week. It is an interesting week to fish the dead zone. We'll be right back.